The helper, oh, the helper.
Thank you. It's good to have you in my presence today. Once again, I must say thank you all for your attendance. As you all know, we cannot do anything with our own power. We have to commit tonight's gathering into God's hand because we don't have power of our own. Able God, I am that I am is your name. You said in your word, where 2 or 3 are gathered, you are there in their midst. We welcome your presence in our midst tonight. In Jesus' name. I pray, O Lord, as many that care time for this live broadcast, may their time and effort not be wasted in Jesus' name. Thank you. As you already know, the topic of tonight's broadcast is nurturing healthy boundary is the key to successful relationship management. Boundaries. You might see some people, they say they don't have boundary, they don't have limits, their relationship is so free and flexible. There's nothing like that. That is why you see a lot of relationships are in crisis, all in the name of liberty, freedom of speech, freedom of whatever you can do, just do it. You are free to do whatever you so. Without boundary, nothing will ever go well. At the beginning, it might go well, but as time goes on, there will be issues. So you must set a boundary. So we are going to be discussing, let's start with what are healthy boundary. Healthy boundary refer to the limits and guidelines we establish in our interaction with others to maintain our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. These boundaries help define what is acceptable or unacceptable behavior. This boundary we are talking about, there are unacceptable behavior, there are acceptable behavior. Because we as human beings, if we don't set a boundary, we will be like unruly vessel, things that does not have rules. You can just do whatever you like, but with boundary, it will help you build a kind of gap so that you know that this person, this is who this person is, this is who you are. Can encompass various aspects of life, including personal space, time, emotions, and values. Setting healthy boundaries involve self-awareness. You know that this is who you are, and this is what you can take, and this is what you cannot take. Clear communication. Expressing your boundary assertively and respectfully. Consistency. Maintaining and enforcing boundary consistently over time. So boundaries are not, they are something that you put in practice. So you will not say that you have set a boundary. That's why you see there are employees, there are employers. As an employee, you know that you are working for an employer. So there's a boundary. There's already a boundary there. So you must know your limit. Even if it happened that you are eating, you are dining with your employer, you have to know that this is your employer. I am his employee. So those are boundaries. So I will go into that. So I'm just trying to define what is boundary. Because when you set boundary in any area of your life, it makes life more easy. And boundaries can give you a sense of healthiness. Because when you set, for example, I've seen some people, they will say, in this marriage, my wife is free to do whatever she like, my husband is free to do whatever he like. There's no way that relationship can all go well, because a relationship where everyone can have freedom to do whatever they like without boundary is going to crash. It's going to collapse. That's it. So now, I think I have given enough definition about boundary. Let me use simple definition. Boundaries are the bridges or the guide that illustrate or define who you are. For example, I am the man and you are the woman, and now we come into a relationship as man and woman, for example, just a boyfriend and a girlfriend. As we begin to communicate, then we know each other better. Then you as the man, there are things you will be doing and this girl does not like them. So, is this who you are? That is why it's very important you set a boundary. For example, in the first time you meet, they call it like and dislike, but that is old fashioned. So we are not talking about your like and your dislike here. We are talking about healthy boundary. This is who I am. This is what I can take. This is what I cannot take. This is why a lot of people are being depressed today. When you feel you are exercising freedom without a boundary, without a limit, you are trying to claim perfection, which is going to crash on you. So it's better you make it clear that this is what you can do. When you are with me, this is what I am. There are things that I cannot take. There are things I can take. That is a simple definition of boundary. And the limit, everything have limit. You cannot say now, you as an employer, you want to step outside your role and become the employee. So you are stepping on the tone of the employee. So it will not all go well for you. So that is why we are going to start with professional boundaries. This refers to the appropriate limits and guidelines established by individuals in the professional settings to maintain a respectful, ethical, and effective relationship with clients. Not just with clients alone, including the management, colleagues, or those they serve. These boundaries are essential in various professions, including healthcare, counseling, teaching, law, and other where personal interactions occurs. Professional boundaries involve maintaining a behavior, maintaining a professional demeanor, maintaining a professional, keeping interactions and relationship there's difference between interaction and there's difference between relationship. Respecting confidentiality. These are boundaries. When you go to an organization, they have all this. They have what is called policy. Policy is a boundary. Policy is an example of a boundary that every organization sets. This is how we do things here. So you will not come and bring your own thing. You can bring an idea, suggestion, but not to constitute or to amend the constitution already existing. You understand what I'm saying? So policy is a kind of boundary that every organization set. Then, safeguarding sensitive information shared by clients or colleagues. So you cannot go above all those things. You cannot go and disclose certain information to the client, which you know is against the management rules. You cannot go and communicate what you're not supposed to communicate. You cannot go and do what you're not supposed to do. What you are not supposed to do, you cannot go above your limits. So these are set down boundaries that make the policy or every organization successfully run smoothly. Without all these boundaries, people can just come into a workplace and decide to be sleeping. People can just come into a workplace and decide to be eating anywhere they like. People can just come to the workplace and decide not to do anything. But because of these boundaries, these policies, that's why you see an organization is run smoothly and effectively, because everybody knows his place in the organization. Also, there are some behaviors that could compromise professional judgment or integrity. Establishing appropriate communication, using respectful language, and maintaining a professional tone in conversations. Maintaining professional boundary is crucial for ensuring trust. Ethical conduct and the quality of service provided in various professional environments. So, boundary is very, very important in every area of our life. Setting a boundary is making it clear that this is what we do, this is what we don't do. This is what is acceptable, this is what is not acceptable. So it's very important, no matter, just like it takes of everything. So I'm going to take it step by step. So I don't want to go into other topic that's when I'm still on professional boundary. So now I think you have gotten enough picture about professional boundaries. Like in every organization, there are policies, there are rules and regulations, there are things that you can do, there are things you cannot do. So those are boundaries. Then we are now going to talk about marital boundaries and what it entails. When you talk of marital boundary, two people coming together as one, without understanding, without effective communication, it cannot work. If two people coming together as one have understanding that this is who this woman is, this is what this man is, if there is that understanding in effective communication through the right approach, that relationship will live long. That relationship will go places. But without a relationship, I have seen some men, they will say, my wife can do whatever she like. So when you set such boundary in your relationship, I don't know how you are going to take what you are going to see. So if you give your wife that liberty to do whatever she like, then you should be ready to have heartbreak, and you should be ready to see the unspeakable. Same thing is applicable to a woman, that my husband can do whatever he like. If you give a man that privilege, we are human beings, and we can easily go out of proportion. When you give someone an inch, they will take a mile, definitely. You understand? Respecting individual space is very important in terms of relationship. Acknowledging and respecting each other personal interest is very, very important in a relationship. And also respecting each other's privacy is also important. There are some relationships that people feel that it's a ticket. It's a ticket that you can do whatever you like, because now I'm your husband. I can treat you the way I like. I can do whatever I like because I am your husband. No, that relationship is going to crash. You must respect each other in all ways, in terms of respecting communication, in terms of respecting space. Your husband must need some space at times, the same with your wife. So you should respect it. You should respect when your husband is having quiet time or when your wife is having quiet time. You understand what I'm saying? So you cannot say because you are the husband, you can just do whatever, you can just barge into your wife. Even when she's having quiet time, you can just barge into it and disrupt it and give her tasks to do. No, such relationship is not a healthy relationship. A relationship where you invade each other's privacy. There are privacy in relationship. That's why you see some authors, they are able to write books. That's why you see creative people that compose songs. They are able, because they need that time, that quiet time to compose their music, to write their song, to write their book, to write their blogs. So if you have a wife or a husband that cannot respect your privacy, that cannot respect your space, that cannot give you the right communication, that cannot respect you, so that relationship is a toxic relationship. Emotional support, providing and receiving support while respecting each other's emotional autonomy. Agreement and fidelity, mutual understanding and commitment to the expectation regarding exclusivity and fidelity within the relationship. There must be emotional understanding. You must know there are some times the man or the woman don't want to make love. There are some times they are facing some emotional challenges. You must know when your partner needs your presence, need your words of motivation, encouragement. That's why two of you are there. When one is weak, the other one will be strong. You must know when to come in. There are some relationships where you see where there is no boundary. A man will be having a meeting with the friends while the woman can just barge in and just put in her mouth and start talking. So there's no boundary there. Why there are some relationships where the woman will know that my husband is having a meeting. It could be a business meeting, it could be a family meeting, it could be a counseling meeting, it could be any kind of meeting. If there is boundary, the woman needs to know when to come in and the man needs to know when to come in. So these are boundaries. These are respecting personal space and privacy. So when you are able to meet up with all these boundaries, then there will not be mental health issues. You see, today, in today's world, there are a lot of mental health issues, especially in Europe, in abroad, in the Western world. A lot of people, they are depressed emotionally because they don't have boundary. Their husband can do anything he like. He can decide to light cigarette and start smoking in the sitting room and start playing loud music when the wife does not like it. The woman can, on the other side, bring in her friends, shouting, doing whatever they like. So these are the kind of things that relationship that does not have boundaries suffer. Initially, you might feel that you can handle it, you can take it, but as time goes on, it will become depressional. It will become an emotional attack on your side. So it's better you address your boundary initially. It's very, very important. We are going to talk about healthy boundary. Healthy boundary are boundaries that are set in the right proper communication, like, please, I need my private time. It could be to pray. If you are the one that pray with your partner, we pray together, we have that time that we can pray together. Then if I'm writing, please, I will need like my time to write. This is the time I'm writing. I'm talking both unisex, man and woman. So these are how to set healthy boundaries. So you sit each other down and say, in this family, if you are courting, even while you are courting, the boundary starts while you are courting. That these are the things that I love doing, these are the things I don't like doing. So that's why they say that one man's meat is another man's poison. And it could be what you don't like, the other person like it. So if you don't like something and the other person like it, so you cannot deprive that person. You cannot deprive that person of his liberty or her liberty from exercising that thing she or he love. So boundaries are what make things go smooth. My wife or my friend or my partner need her quiet time. So let me give her that time. My friend, my partner, my husband need his quiet time. He's reading now. So it's not, I'll say where there's no boundary, a man cannot be effective or a woman cannot be effective because they are distracted every single minute. You will be doing one thing now, then the other person can just come and bring another thing for you to be doing. There are emergency in terms of relationship. Let me make this clear. There are emergency situations that can oversee every other thing. For example, a child is sick. You need to attend to that child. You need to take that child to GP. So whatever you are doing, you need to attend to that child. But there are things that are not necessary or important. Someone, because he have that privilege of I am your wife, I'm your husband, will just come and give you a topic when you are in the middle of something important. So, but if there are boundaries, that person will know that my husband is in the middle of something. He's writing book, or he's writing something, or he's doing something important in his life that he loved doing. Then you give them that space. You respect their space. That is the importance of boundary. A lot of people have been affected emotionally. A lot of people have been depressed because they did not know how to set boundaries. Today, I am going to let you know that setting a boundary is very, very important, and I'm going to teach you how to set boundary. In your relationship, especially because a lot of relationships are suffering today. A lot of people are scared to go into relationship because of this issue. It's a big issue. So if we cannot set boundary in our relationship, that relationship is going to be anyhow relationship, and the probability of that relationship ending up where is zero. Before you go into any relationship, it's very, very important you sit each other down and know what this person is passionate about, what this person do at a particular time. There are some people, it's possible that one of you like to jog, or one of you like to take a walk every evening, and the other one, you don't have right to deprive a man or a woman from what they love. If you are a partner, or you are a husband, or you are a friend, it does not give you the opportunity to deprive people of their liberty. It's not a healthy practice. You must respect the other person's space. You must respect their desire, what they enjoy doing. If you want to contribute, as in making a suggestion, you can make a suggestion, but it's not under duress. You must not put your partner under duress to follow what you love doing. That is who you are. That is what you love doing. Then, if you are able to convince your partner with the right approach, in the right manner, and they are able to buy your idea, that is good. But do not invade their privacy, do not invade their space, and do not disrupt what they enjoy doing, and do not be a source of obstacle in discouraging them in their vision. If you are a partner, it might be that apart from the bad habits, if it's a bad habit, like you are telling your partner to stop smoking and to stop drinking, that is a good point. But also, this is why we are talking about boundary. A lot of people just do things today out of This man, you have caught, even if it's only 3 months, you must be able to identify what a man is doing that you don't like, or a woman. The problem we have here is we will think that we can change that person as time goes on. For example, you are in a relationship that this your boyfriend smoke, he go to club every weekend. Then you could not address it. Why you people are still courting? Then you now feel that when he finally marry you, that is when you are going to finally advise him to quit smoking and drinking. You have made a very big mistake. It's better for you to either accept him the way he is or leave him the way he is, because human beings are the most difficult thing on earth to change. The heart of man is like a stone. This is why even bringing the children of Israelites from the Egypt, upon all the miracles God used Moses to do that they see, turning a stick to snake, swallowing all the magician snake, killing the firstborn, bringing afflictions and everything, and dividing the Red Sea. Upon that, just Moses' departure to seek for the face of God, they already conspire, start serving images, so they forgot the God that did all these miracles. So what am I trying to say is, if you cannot change a man at the beginning of your relationship, don't expect to change him when you have already involved yourself in marriage. You cannot. So it's better for you to either accept them the way they are or leave them the way they are. Another thing is, when people are going into marital relationship or commitment, they always talk about love. Love is not the first thing you should be targeting in a relationship. The first thing you should be targeting is compatibility. And compatibility is the ability to set boundary, to know who this person is. Though there are some people that you cannot know after many years. But that's why at times it is good for you to have discerning spirit, because the heart of man is wicked, and also people can be so deceptive. People can hide their secret, but there are some secrets you cannot, like bad habits. For example, a man that is drinking and smoking, there's no way he will not do it. If you live with that man for a month, for 2 months, there's no way you will not discover those bad habits. Or a man that club every week. So there are bad habits that cannot be hidden, that you can easily find out. So what you should be focusing on in every relationship is compatibility, not love. I think love has to come in the fourth. So when after compatibility, you check the history, you check the background. There are so many things you need to check about person before you are involved. So majority of us, we are blinded in the notion of she loved me, he loved me. There are things that constitute loving. There are things that bring about love. So boundary is very important in every area of our life. Boundary make you to know people. Boundary, when you know people, you know what they do with their time on a daily basis. You know that there's a time they need to study, there's a time they watch movie, there's a time they go out for walking, there's a time they do one thing or the other. There's a time for everything. The boundary discloses this identity of individuality. A lot of people make this mistake by, why will I set boundary in relationship? It's like there is a control. It's better for somebody to know what you cannot take than you keep it to yourself, and when that person is exercising those things that you cannot take, then because you feel that you have given that person liberty to do whatever they like, you cannot revise it. That is why a lot of people are suffering depression today. You cannot revise what you have said. You are a free man, you are a free woman, so your wife should be free, your husband should be free, so whatever they do, because you have given them that freedom, or they can do whatever they like. So now you are suffering depression as a man. As a young man, as a young woman, you are now regretting, how did you get here? How did you get here? How did you find yourself here? This is what you fail to do from the foundation. So I'm advising everyone here today, please, no matter how small it is, in your organization, set a boundary. For example, look at the world we are today. There are some people, like a CEO of a company is transparent to the organization, to the workers. That does not give you the opportunity to take him for granted as the CEO of the organization. Taking him for granted is you are stepping on his toe, or you are crossing your boundary. And the next thing is you might get fired. So if someone set boundary, it does not make him a dictator, or it does not make her a dictator. It's just a way of you knowing that person well, knowing that this is my boss. We might be out together having fun, but he's still my boss. So if you are outside, you are exercising your duty as an employer, as an employee, then people feel that, what is he doing? Look at the way he's serving, and even when we ask, look at the way he's respecting this man. Who is this man? This is a man that pays your wages. This is a man that put food in your table. So you cannot say because you are out together, then you step on his boundary, you cross your boundary, you step on his tongue. So at the end of it all, you are going to regret doing that. So boundary is a gap that people set that you cannot cross that gap. If you have to cross the gap, there must be a tangible reason for doing that. When you respect boundaries, you respect your life, you respect yourself. When you say people respect yourself, that means these people, they are not going outside their boundary. Everybody have freedom, but know how to exercise your freedom. Know how to exercise your freedom. I am going to openly counsel as many of you watching me live today. Please don't wait to make a mistake that other people have made while you have chance, while you have the opportunity to set records straight. Majority of us, we have had series of experience in life. Life is not just all about the education, the qualification, but experience. That's why so many employers, if they want to employ people, they employ people with experience, because they know that experience have taught those people knowledgeable things that even certificate cannot get. I am going to advise you today, if you are setting up a business, no matter how friendly you are, set a boundary. It's very important you set a boundary. If you are going into relationship, set a boundary. Set a boundary so that your mental health will be safe as time goes on. The rate of depression we have today in the world is too much. The rate of divorce is like a song everywhere. You might be compatible with someone unaware you have not set a boundary. Compatibility without a boundary will collapse in a due time. When you are compatible with someone, then be free to let that person know you will need your space to do this thing. You will need your privacy to do this thing. You will need your quiet time to do this. Then that person might take his or her time to work on it. He might step on the boundary severally, but each time he's stepping, no, I'm having my quiet time, please, I will get back to you. Except it's an emergency. Set your boundaries straight from the offset. If you don't set your boundary from the offset, that business is going to collapse. A business that does not have boundary, the employees can do whatever they like. They can decide not to come to work. They can decide to come to work and talk to clients anyhow. They can decide to come to work and be eating when it's time to work. So when you have policy, which is at the same thing as boundary, policy is a synonym to boundary. It's a proximity. They are similar. So any organization that does not have policy or boundary will collapse. Any marriage that does not have a boundary will collapse. No matter how you talk about love, love does not keep relationship. What keeps relationship is understanding, effective communication, respecting each other. The scripture says respecting each other is the fear of God. Someone you respect is someone you abide by the boundary. Someone you disrespect is someone you step on his boundary, on her boundary. So there's no love cannot remedy that kind of relationship. A relationship where you said you love her, but you are not respecting her privacy. You are not respecting her space. You are not respecting her quiet time. You are not respecting her dream. You are not respecting her aims and objectives. The same thing is applicable to him. What kind of love is that? What kind of love are you talking about that does not have boundary? A love that a woman can do whatever he like. What kind of love is that? Because you have liberty, then as a man, you can just bring in any woman from outside and bring to your matrimonial home. Because there's no boundary. You can just choose to be drinking in the presence of your children and be smoking and bringing friends, and everyone is smoking and drinking and shouting. There's no boundary. So it's very important we set boundaries. Someone is watching me tonight. I know out of 10 is only one that came that was made whole in the scripture. I know out of many, there is somebody there tonight. This message, after this message, you are going to sit down, examine and structure your life. You are going to set boundary in your relationship. It might be difficult, but truth is hard to say, but when you say it, you'll be free, you'll be liberated. You are going to sit down and let your partner understand that you have things that you love to do, and you will need her to give you the space, the privacy to achieve it. You will need time to study. When there's no privacy, you cannot study. You cannot be creative. There are things that you love doing, but you are not doing it because your partner will not give you that time to do it. It's not too late. You need to have a meeting. You need to have an effective communication. You need to sit him down. You need to sit her down. My dear, this is what I love doing. I love to write. I love to read. I love to further my education. I need to have time to study online. If you might have children already, children understand more than every creatures on earth. Anything you tell your child, they will follow it up. But when a child see that you said they should not do something and you are doing it, they cannot take that in serious. I have seen a lot of people, they have many children, but they are still creative. They are still writing. Every month they must write a new book. Or every 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, they must write a new book. In the midst of many children, in the midst of family, in the midst of whatever, because they set boundary. You are going to sit your partner down and say, my dear, I need space to do this. If not, you are going to be depressed. When you are depressed, you will lose focus. You need to sit her down, sit him down, and let them know that you need your space. You need your time. You need your privacy so that you can actualize your dream, so that you can fulfill your dream. A dream not put into practice will never materialize. A dream not pursued will never come to existence. You need to sit her down, sit him down, and say, I need my space, I need my privacy, so that this thing I'm doing, every one of us are going to enjoy it in future. It's very, very important. It's very important you have that meeting today. You are watching me today. I'm going to give you some words of motivation, advice. Rome was not built in one day. Start from somewhere. Start from somewhere. Try to build an effective relationship by setting a boundary. A relationship, a business without a boundary, a structure will collapse. It's important for us to have our space, our privacy, so that we can be creative, we can be productive. It's very important. You are out there, you are getting depressed, you are even having mental disorderliness due to not having your space to do what you love doing. It's time to take the bull by the horn. It's not too late. It's not too late. You need to sit him down, you need to sit her down. Please, I need to do this, I need your help. And I'm doing this for us. I need your help. It's very important. A lot of people have been deprived from their liberty. A lot of people have been invaded. Their space have been invaded. Their life have been shattered. Their dream have been upside down. Their productivity, their creativity have been destroyed because of the relationship they are into. Today, I'm going to tell you, do not let any man or woman stop you from achieving that your desired dream. Love is not enough. Love does not make you stupid. Love does not make you foolish. If you have a partner that is stopping you from living your dream, from fulfilling your vision, it's better to let them go. It's better to be alone than to be with people that will disrupt your vision. People that will cut you short from achieving your dream. It's better to cut them off. It's better to let it go. You are destined to live a life. You are destined to write that book. You are destined to rule your destiny. You are destined to read that course. But someone is there disturbing your productivity. Does he want it? You have to think about it. Does he want it? Does that thing, love, that you are talking about want you from losing your dream? From losing your vision? Does he want it? You need to let it go. Anything that will make you not to get to your promised land, you need to let it go today. I am here today to talk to someone. It's difficult, but this is reality. You need to fulfill your destiny. You need to fulfill your dream. You need to read that course. You need to cut off those distractions. Those distractions that come up in the name of love is not enough. Love is not foolishness. Love is not blindness. You see who you love. When they say love is blind, that is not, it doesn't make sense. Love is not blind. Love can see. When you are saying you love me, love you, love you, love you, love you, demonstrate it by respecting that person's boundary. You prove your love by respecting each other. Respecting each other is the fear of God. You cannot be distracting somebody's vision, dream, and you say you love that person. As a man, as a woman, you cannot be disrupting, you cannot be distracting a man from living his dream, living his vision. Then you are saying you love that man. There's no love in that. If you love someone, you must encourage that person to grow spiritually, physically, materially, and otherwise. That is love. A love that does not have boundary, that can step on tone, that can do whatever they like, that does not have respect, that does not have any sense of humor, that's not love. If you are watching me today, you are here, you are finding it difficult, it's going to affect you mentally if you cannot let it go now. If you address it and they fail to understand, don't forget that when you die, your vision will die with you. When you die today, your dream will die with you. It's better to let go of any hindrance, any I know. There is someone in your life today, anytime you are pushing forward, they are drawing you back. Cut them off, let them go. There is someone, anything you want to do, something tangible, that is where they will bring something that will draw you back. Cut them off. You don't need a prophet to tell you that. You don't need enough fasting and prayer for you to see that this is who this person is. Some people are sent to distract you, not to actualize your dream. Some people are sent in your life to cut your vision off. Some people are sent in your life to make you an object of mockery. Enough is enough. You need to let it go today. Say enough is enough. Enough is enough. You need to let it go now. You have tolerated this for many years, and look at where you are today. You have gone further than this you are today, but because of that name, love, you have been scammed into remaining in one spot. Anytime you want to write, there's distraction. Anytime you want to write that book you love writing, there's distraction. Anytime you want to do what you love doing, there's distraction. You need to let it go today. You need to live your dream. Enough is enough. Your mental health is very, very important. Depression can shorten someone's lifespan. Emotional blackmail. You see a lot of people, they blackmail each other emotionally. I love you, I love you. Where is the love when you cannot allow this man to concentrate? When you cannot allow this woman to concentrate, where is the love you are talking about? Love is not deceptive. Love have benefits, fruitfulness. Those are the evidence of genuine love. When you say you love a man, encourage that man to grow. Encourage that man to do something good, something you know is good. He's a writer, let him write. Give him time to write. He's a blogger, give him space to create. He's an artist, give him time, give him room to write songs. Encourage them to do what they love doing. Don't serve as a stumbling block. Don't serve as an obstacle. Don't serve as a mental health issue to others. When you begin to deprive people of their liberty, you are torturing them emotionally. And when emotional torture escalates, it becomes depression. So when you successfully depress that person and you deprive them of their liberty, then where is the love? Today, as you are watching me, you need to have a rethink. You have stayed in this situation for too long. It's time to readdress it, or you let it go. It's not everyone that will follow you to your destination. So anyone that is not ready to follow you to destination, let them go, and they cannot stop you from achieving your aim. They cannot stop you. Only you can stop yourself. Do not let that man, that woman stop you from achieving your goals, from living the life you want to live. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone. Thank you once again for joining me in this program. So thank you once again, and please subscribe to our channel if you have not done that. We have Vivo channel, we have YouTube channel, and all our videos are insightful. May your life never the same again. Please share this video. We have membership program in this channel, in IG, in Facebook page, all that. So those are the program that give you access to one-on-one counseling with me. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you.